Hello, I'm Marlee Matlin, and it's a pleasure and a privilege to speak with you on behalf of the ACLU of Southern California and to celebrate Dr. Anthony Fauci. You know me as an actress. My children know me as a mother. My husband knows me as his wife. I'm also a daughter, a good friend, and a very good citizen. All these relationships are important to me, but they became so much more precious during the pandemic. We were finishing our film Coda when COVID-19 changed the world. How could we finish the work and keep our co-workers safe? How could we protect our family and friends, each other? I'm sure you were as relieved as I was when Dr. Fauci stepped up to the podium. I didn't want opinions or perspectives. I wanted the truth. Even as the truth evolved on a day-to-day basis, I wanted the truth from someone I could trust. And Dr. Fauci is a man of science. So while I'm sure he has friends and family, co-workers he cares about, he also has a relationship with the facts. He verifies facts before he speaks. And he has a kind face, because sometimes the facts are hard to take. When Dr. Fauci told us to be safe, to protect ourselves with masks and social distance, I didn't question it. Like you, I kept my family safe. I protected my co-workers. I checked on friends. When Dr. Fauci told us there was a vaccine, I didn't question it. I trusted the truth. Other people challenged Dr. Fauci when they didn't like what he had to say. Dr. Fauci's courage at that time, his dedication to us, the public, and to the truth, made me trust him all the more. So how do you thank someone for telling the truth in a pandemic? We only express our words and show our heart. And I do bake a very good pie. But fortunately, the ACLU of SoCal has an award, the Bill of Rights Award. Thank you, Dr. Fauci, for your work, your lifelong commitment to public health, and for the truth.
Hi, I'm pop songwriter Justin Tranter, and somehow I am making a new musical with a whole bunch of Tony Award winners. Say hello to Diane Paulus, V, formerly Eve Ensler, Adina Menzel, and the cast and creative team of Wild at the American Repertory Theater in Cambridge. We are so grateful to Dr. Fauci because tonight is our opening night, and curtain would not be going up if it hadn't been for Dr. Fauci's care and guidance during this pandemic.
I'm so thrilled to lead the ensemble cast of this new musical, but none of this would be possible. Live theater wouldn't be possible if Dr. Fauci hadn't given us the green light and the proper precautions to keep us all safe on the stage, backstage, and in the audience.
Theater is alive again, Dr. Fauci, because of you, because of masks, because of vaccines, and everyone living conscientiously and following your advice. So bless you, thank you. We are so grateful.
Thank you.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, AKA Tony. How appropriate that the ACLU, which is one of the grandest institutions this country has ever known, should be honoring you, Dr. Anthony Fauci, also one of the greatest institutions this country has ever known, with the Bill of Rights Award. For your courage, moral compass, moral fortitude, intelligence, adherence to science and the truth, speaking truth to power, for your love of your fellow human beings, you have kept us afloat. And with a nod to your nonpartisanship and the nonpartisanship of the ACLU, I will say that you have faced down and continue to face down the most destructive, dangerous, unconscionable bullshit this country has ever had to deal with. For that, we thank you. For myself, I am proud and blessed to say that I consider you a friend and vice versa. And that when I'm in your presence, I know that I am in the presence of a humble greatness. Thank you very much, and congratulations on your award.
Hello, I'm Elton John. What an honor to join you for the ACLU of Southern California's Bill of Rights Awards, and especially to pay tribute to Dr. Anthony Fauci. We're tackling two pandemics right now, the long-standing AIDS pandemic and COVID-19. Early on, during the AIDS crisis, we faced challenges and waited for medical answers. Back then, we had Dr. Fauci, a calm and resolute voice of reason, educating us on what we knew, what to expect, what's on the horizon, and encouraging hope. During that time, I was inspired to establish the Elton John AIDS Foundation, and I came to know Dr. Fauci as a true champion of public health. And then, in 2020, the world was sideswiped by a new global pandemic, COVID-19. But there was Dr. Fauci once again on the front lines, speaking truth to power, at a time of so much sickness, death, and confusion. Sharing knowledge, spreading hope, and living by example. These are things I have learned from Dr. Fauci. For his lifetime of service on behalf of our lives, I cannot imagine a more worthy recipient of this ACLU Bill of Rights Award. Many congratulations, Tony. I love you, and you so deserve this.
Warm greetings and good evening, everyone. I am truly humbled by and appreciate the kind and gracious tributes from three extraordinary individuals. Marlee Matlin, whom I've not yet had the opportunity and the pleasure to meet, Sir Elton John, whom I have known for some time now, and of course my dear, dear friend, Joan Baez. All three of these individuals I hold in high esteem. Many thanks to the ACLU of Southern California for this Bill of Rights Award, an honor I accept with sincere gratitude and humility. It seems a startling paradox that a country that once declared its independence by asserting collective truths should today find itself struggling to sustain truth as an ideal. And yet, here we are, our public discourse buffeted by fake news, so-called alternative facts, and claims that the truth is not the truth. Who could have imagined truths becoming so muddled and lies becoming weaponized? Precisely when we urgently need a unified front to crush the virus that's perpetuating this historic COVID-19 pandemic, instead, the truth repetitively is twisted into a casualty by ideological stands that divide us against one another. While some truths are self-evident, as attorneys and advocates of the ACLU, you understand that in science, as in the law, one arrives at the truth ultimately. We seek to understand. We study, we observe, we question, we listen and test until truths become revealed. Often this requires an extensive, iterative process of investigation that leads naturally to a continuous evolution of data and facts that form our knowledge. Although we operate in different spheres, in my work in public health and your work for the ACLU, we are often allied. I have been privileged, most recently, as the chief medical advisor to President Biden to help steer the biomedical research response to this global pandemic of COVID-19. During this upheaval, the ACLU has helped to protect and defend the civil rights and liberties of protesters, voters, and people who have been unhoused, incarcerated, or in immigrant detention. Today is not dissimilar to where we found ourselves decades ago, when in the early 1980s, as the new young director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, I was helping to shape the public health response to the emerging epidemic of HIV/AIDS, while the ACLU of Southern California was securing federal protection for that same community of marginalized patients. Today, we are also allied in this battle against misinformation and disinformation that jeopardizes the health of people everywhere, but also our civil rights and our democracy. However uncomfortable, exasperating, or inconvenient it might be to some, throughout my career, I have always upheld the truth. It is a moral principle ingrained in me by my parents and my Jesuit education, as well as my training as a physician scientist. And I believe strongly it is in the best interest of the public I serve. And so, to the ACLU of Southern California, thank you again for this wonderful honor and for your tireless work to keep Americans safe and well.